Hello YouTube, I'm about to do a rant video of the scandal that was made by Jussie Smollett, and it hasn't been requested to me, but I found on Jamari's channel of this video, and I thank him for that. And the purpose here is to give my thoughts and opinions of the situation. So he also happens to be the a main character of Empire named Jamal Lyon, and I'm just gonna get straight to the point. The man set up a hate crime, like and hired two men to pretend to be supporters of MAGA, so basically Trump supporters, and staged it as if he was being attacked by a group of racists who are like dedicated to Donald Trump and supporters that are willing to um, spread his goal as to making America great again. That's what they're called, MAGA. So, but to start basically making people fear that Trump is the problem as well, but Jussie Smollett is the problem as well, because now for people who are planning to sue or possibly press charges on others for hate crimes and being simply assaulted because of their sexual orientation or their race can be a problem, because eventually those possibly might not be legitimized, because we know how much power the authority has, and they can refuse to help as well. So Jussie Smollett made it that much harder, and he's known when he was being interviewed, and when he's been to court also, he's known to be a pathological liar, simply try to deny and not be willing to address the wrongdoings that he made, and him not admitting what he did was in question, heavily in denial, about him staging the attack and not being able to admit to his guilt. And eventually he will be going to jail in December 9th for 5 to 6 of his counts for disorderly conduct and making false claims to the police. And rumor has, I don't know, that he's doing it for, obviously he's just trying to do it to up his career, but he's been caught up in so much of his acts that he's been slipping to the point where so many fans are eventually planning to just decide whether to bash him online and regret ever being a fan of his, because they don't want to support someone that will make others look bad around them, and just isn't willing to give a straight answer, which he clearly hasn't. So also this will also affect his career, and also him playing the role of Jamal in Empire, because he was possibly a great role model, and especially if there's a potential season for Empire, so whatever might happen, they could claim in the show, while it's being filmed, that Jamal's possibly died in a car accident, or he's somewhere else outside of the setting of where the episode is being recorded, or where the season will be held. And in this type of scandal, even when he hired those bodyguards, they even admit that he hired them to be able to do his bidding. So that the thing is, if you think about it, just think about it, it just gives a bad rep for those who actually are victims of hate crimes, because now it's now the police are gonna figure, now how are we supposed to prove that they are a victim if the person that the person that we confronted admits to what's going on. If they, because simply because the person that they confront, they could say that that was stage two. They could claim that they hired them as well to stage the hate crime and possibly any other victim. But even though it could be true, like they could have been assaulted by an actual uh, aggressor, but they could just the easy claim now is that they could say that the person that that the reason why they attacked the person because they hired them to do the work for them, and it was simply all for like insurance and possibly be able to sue. But then obviously while in the process they don't want to lose money too. The aggressors can claim that like for whatever reason they could excuse that if they hadn't paid for them, like even if that person may not be rich, that person may not even be rich either, like that they can get away with it as well. So this gives criminals opportunity to get away with the wrongdoing as well, especially if they're they're trying to go out and seek easy targets. So it could pretty much demolish. Jussie Smollett also has no one to blame but himself, but he potentially damaged the opportunity for people to like get these type of like crimes handled professionally. And then it's going to be hard for more, and then more people are most likely to have to seek mental help because the police is just simply not there to look out for them because of an incident like this similar. And I'm glad he's going to jail. Like I can't just support someone who's willing to like demolish other people's rights for them for demolishing other people's human rights so they can feel safe. But it's like now it's like the police are gonna have to do more of an investigation. They're gonna have to do more, like they have to get more several complaints in order for people to actually be able to like press charges in order to get their assailant arrested. So it's gonna take a lot more. It's gonna be more sophisticated. It's gonna take a lot more time because of a situation like this can make people can give other people the police second thoughts now, whether they should handle the situation more seriously or they need to take their time and try to figure who's in the right, who's in the wrong. And he didn't although he's not doing this to for his own community, he's doing it to up his career like I possibly mentioned earlier. But it's still a shame because like for all the people that counted on him, that thought he really truly was a victim, like they had his back, but he turned on them, so it's a shame. In 3 years he's gonna be in prison, so like I don't know if he'll learn, but like it's gonna be like time will tell whenever he'll be honest. And I hope you guys enjoy my rant video, and then eventually I'll make more later on. Be sure to check your notifications, comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you.